this video recently, or maybe it was a tweet, honestly, who can keep track these days, about how we're all just dissociating when we drive. Because once we get home, we realize we have no idea how we got there, no memory of the actual drive. And as with a lot of things that I see pop up in pop culture, it turns out that philosophy has been thinking about this phenomenon for quite some time, and we even have a name for it. It's known as the long-distance truck driver problem, and it was identified around half a century ago by the philosopher David Armstrong. According to Armstrong, when we're driving for long distances, we perceive the road, but we're not conscious of it because we're not explicitly aware of our surroundings. We're not mindfully driving, etc. We're mostly dissociating. Others disagree with Armstrong's conclusion, however, because if we aren't conscious of the road, then how could we even remember it after the fact? And isn't perception itself a conscious phenomenon? Granted, we don't remember the details of our drive often enough, but we do remember the fact that we did drive it and we were perceiving the whole time. Philosophers influenced by phenomenology, such as Dan Zahavi and Sean Gallagher, thus say instead that we are conscious of the road, it's just that we don't perceive it explicitly. And that means that consciousness can take two forms, reflective or pre-reflective. When we're driving down the road, maybe listening to a podcast or music, or better, just zoning out altogether, it's not that we're unconscious. It's just that we're only pre-reflectively conscious of the road, not reflectively conscious of it. So I personally find this better alternative to Armstrong's claim that we're perceiving but not conscious. But of course, I'm a phenomenologist, so I would be biased. If you want to hear more about this and other fun philosophical puzzles around driving, check out our recent episode of Overthink podcast called Driving. The podcast is Overthink. The episode is Driving.